the Senate Republican leader, a man who has spent the last 2 years corralling this group of rather raucous Republican senators. In the House, of course, we maintain that the problem with anything that goes wrong in the Capitol is the fault of the Senate. I don't know if they blame us. I hope they do, because we blame them all the time. But the Honorable Mike Thibodeau of Waldo County, the Republican leader of the Maine Senate, is here to introduce you to our slate of candidates for Senate Republicans.
Disappointed I am. They took the school away. I didn't realize they were going to do that. Mary and I both need the same height enhancement. So, what a thrill it is to be here in Bangor. What a terrific facility the Crossing Center Insurance Center is. Let's hear it for those who put together the convention and the folks from the Cross Insurance Center. Ladies and gentlemen, you know there are a couple of other exciting events besides our own here today that are coming to this building. The Shrine Circus is going to be here next weekend. And at the end of May, the Democratic State Convention, which is great, because if you can't make it to one, you can just go to the other show and get the same great show. In either case, you will be treated to a real spectacle. The Democrats have gone suspect, their ringleader, using his checkbook to lead the followers around by the nose and get them to do all sorts of insane things. I'm sure both events will include plenty of illusions and deceptions. Now, I know the Democrats plan to fire anybody out of a cannon, but they will be launching Mike Michaud, their uninspiring candidate for governor. Which, what a record, more than 3 decades of service without a significant piece of legislation, well, ladies and gentlemen, for that matter, an original thought. His economic plan is right out of the Democratic playbook of failed policies. The promise of free stuff, bigger government, and he says it won't cost the Maine taxpayers a dime. Where have we heard that before? Here's what I want to know about Mike Michaud's economic plan. When he was writing it, did he use 1 box of crayons or 2? And yes, there may be clowns in the form of Democratic candidates for the Maine Senate. You know, we're not sure whether they'll all be jumping out of a small car, but we know that some of them like to put on clown noses during public hearings. Yes, that really did happen. But we know their act will be good for plenty of laughs, and as with all of the plans, it will be at the taxpayers' expense, unfortunately. Consider their record during the past 2 years while they were in the majority. What they tried to do. They tried 4 times to pass Medicaid expansion, which would have been the biggest welfare increase in our state's history, even though Maine already has one of the most generous programs in the country. They tried to raise workmen's compensation rates by $40 million. That's $40 million less than Maine employers would have to invest and expand and hire new workers. Democrats in the Maine Senate refused to do anything about welfare fraud and abuse, rejecting, again, 4 common sense reforms brought to you by Governor LePage. You ask why? Well, it's because Maine House Democratic leader refers to welfare fraud as, quote, a victimless crime. This is just one more example of Democrats' disdain for Maine taxpayers. They've turned their back on creating and opening business zones. The Senate President is on record as saying it would be better to have no job than to have a non-union job. Can you believe that? My friends, as Republicans, were in the minority during this legislative session and had to play defense. Today, we go on offense. Consider what we were able to do when we were in the majority a few years ago with a Republican governor. Instead of making you turn over more of your money to government to spend, we gave it back to you with the largest tax cut in Maine history. We told businesses that they were welcome in Maine by passing regulatory reform, cutting down on the red tape they face when going through the permitting process. As a result, Maine businesses have been able to open up shop more rapidly and expand existing operations with greater ease. We got rid of an aircraft sales tax and then watched the industry take off in Maine. No pun intended. C&L Aircraft, right here in Bangor, Maine, is in the middle of a $5 million expansion and has gone from 20 employees to more than 120 employees in just 4 years. That's how Republican policies can help our economy grow. Now I gotta ask you, how's that Obamacare working out for all of you? Did you like your health insurance plan? Did you get to keep it? I don't think so. Instead of passing the Unaffordable Care Act, Congress could have taken a page out of Maine's Republican-led 125th legislature. We passed market-based health insurance reform that put more competitive competition into play. Not long after it went into effect, guess what happened? Amazingly, for the first time in decades, many of Maine's small businesses started to see decreases in their premiums rather than enormous increases. My fellow Republicans, there is so much at stake during this next election. We cannot afford to turn control of the State House back over to Democrats, whose failed policies have dealt a crushing blow to Maine's economy for nearly 40 years. I have some really great news for you all. I would like to tell you about a group that I am so proud of. Every one of these 35, yes, I said 35 Republican candidates running the state Senate. These good folks have offered to put their own personal lives on hold and go to Augusta and try to make Maine a better place to work and live. Each one of them are accomplished and distinguished leaders from 35 Senate districts all across Maine. We sought them out for one reason. They are the individuals who represent the best of their communities. I'm going to tell you who they are in an order of their district. In District 1, from Aroostook County, he served 4 terms in the House, in the House of Representatives, and we hope to bring him back to the legislature as a state senator. This time in life, he has served as a teacher and a school principal. My friend, Thibodeau. In District 3, from Somerset County, he's a small business owner. He was a major player in getting the health insurance overhaul passed that I just referred to. And he's making sure that Democratic majorities don't overturn it. My friend, Senator Rod Whittemore. Andrews County, a great advocate for Maine's small businesses and for all Maine citizens, keeping taxes in check, never afraid to speak his mind. He is a fearless advocate for those he represents back home. Doug Thomas. From Scatters County, he's a former Senate Republican leader and now a member of the House of Representatives. Brings years of experience as a solid Republican. My friend, Paul Davis. I told him I'd forget somebody's name. From District 6, Washington County, he spent 24 years serving Maine as a Maine State Trooper and went on to be an advocate for children who have been exposed to violence and trauma. A busy man serving on the Judiciary Committee, Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, and Government Oversight Committees. Senator Dave Burns. From District 7, he's our current senator from Hancock County. He serves on the Education Committee, where he's been a great advocate for education. Educational choice, he was behind the Bridge Year Program legislation. Senator Brian Langley. From District 8, Gloucester County, he won the Kay Leibowitz Award. And when he came to the Republican caucus, we asked him, where was his trophy? He said to us, I left Margaret at home. Senator Ed Youngblood. Anybody that knows the next guy will understand why that look. District 10 from Comstock County. He's been a small business owner for more than 3 decades. His real life experience has made him an asset to the Labor, Commerce, Research, and Economic Development Committee. State Senator Andre Cushing. You always count on him being on time. The next guy from District 11, from Waldo County. What are the folks from Waldo County? Let's hear it. This guy's kind of an underachiever, but the folks back home love him anyway. State Senator Mike Thibodeau. From District 12, which is Knox County. She's a small business owner whose experience will be valuable in Augusta. She's a newcomer who would be a welcome addition to the state senate. And I know for a fact she's already out working hard on her campaign. Paula Sutton. District 13, which is Lincoln County. He served 2 terms in the Maine House of Representatives. He's a consummate campaigner, and he will be with us in the next legislature, I'm sure of that. From Lincoln County, Les Foster. From District 14, Kennebec County, he served 3 terms in the state senate, 2 terms in the Maine House, and I'm looking forward to him being back in the Senate Republican caucus, Earl McCormick. From District 16, Kennebec County, he's my assistant leader in the Maine Senate. His legal background and experience as mayor gives us the ability to look at issues from many different angles and consider all consequences. My friend, Senator Roger Gates. From District 17, known for his independent streak, he serves on the Environment and Natural Resources Committee and does a great job of striking a reasonable balance between business and environmental concerns. My friend, Senator Tom Saviello. From District 19, Oxford County. He's another one that we definitely want to see back in Augusta. He's been the voice of reason during the Medicaid expansion debate, always guided by the hard facts. Senator Jim Hammer. District 20, Androscoggin County. He's an exciting young man who's broken fundraising records already for state Senate races. We think he will make Garrett Mason the second youngest member of the Maine Senate. Eric Braby. District 21, from Androscoggin County. She's a small business owner from Lewiston, and in Lewiston, she's known as Positive Patty. Her personality is infectious, and she will be ready to, and she's already ready to serve. Patty Gagne. I was that close to calling her senator already. From District 22, that's Androscoggin County. He's been a real leader in the legislature, wise beyond his years. He was the driving force behind charter schools. A real friend of mine and a true leader in the Maine Senate, Senator Garrett Mason. District 23, Saginaw County. She is a retired teacher who has been very active in the community of Thompson. She is beloved by her community. I know that for a fact. Linda Baker. From District 26, from Standish. He's another newcomer who will pull off an upset of the year by knocking off Bill Diamond. We're talking about David Call. I want you to know the next person is not Thibodeau. From District 30, that's Scarborough. She's coming to us from the House of Representatives, and she has been behind education reform and battling human trafficking. A very energetic, exciting legislator, Amy Vogt. From District 31, he's a community leader who we are looking forward to having in our caucus, Mike Coleman. And from District 34, he has a long history of public service in York County. He has served us well in the Senate and as a member of the Transportation Committee. He's helping keep costs down. At the same time, he's made sure that Maine roads are good. Senator Ron Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, these men and women are truly my friends. I so much look forward to a real rigorous campaign. I want to make sure that each and every one of them are successful in their campaign so that we bring back the the Republican majority to the State House. The really great thing is I've got 33 seconds left, and I only have one more thing to talk about. You know, I know that each one of you here wants to make sure that each one of these individuals are well-funded and have an opportunity to serve the State House, because it's incredibly important to our state's economic future. And I've got an opportunity for you. Today, on the easel up front is collage. That's the word I was looking for. Collage that includes signed collage with Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, Mike Huckabee, Donald Trump. All of these individuals were in New Hampshire just a week ago. And I personally took that collage and got each one of them to sign it. And we are raffling it off to benefit the Senate Republican Re-Election Fund. Please come by for a simple $5 ticket. You can take that home, but more importantly, you can make sure that these men and women have the resources they need to make sure that we're successful in November. Thank you very much. God bless.